I've got to be honest about this, and 15-year-old me would not believe that I would ever say this, but I'm really not that hugely into guitar virtuoso music. However, the majority of my favourite guitarists that I look up to are guitar virtuosos, or could be guitar virtuosos if they wanted to. So what I'm getting stuck into in this video is, why do a lot of guitar virtuosos not get a lot of the credit that they deserve? Why is it that the majority of guitar music does not get that recognised when you compare it to big chart hitters and pop songs? Well, I'm going to tell you the reasons why now from my perspective. There's three main reasons. Number one is from a guitarist's perspective. How can one person, such as myself, absolutely love and listen to instrumental guitar music all the time whilst they're learning? And the answer to that is, I was inspired and amazed by a lot of the stuff that a lot of guitarists were doing virtuosically at the time, that the whole song would blow me away. But as you learn and you start garnering some of the techniques yourself, and you're able to play a lot of that sort of stuff yourself, what you start to realise is you might have a lot of these really well-known virtuosic songs, but when you listen to a whole album that song is off, it can get very boring very quick. There's been times where I've been listening to some guitar virtuosos albums before, and the album's been 5 songs in, and I've not realised and thought it was still the same song. It gets very, very repetitive, and it can all start sounding like the same thing, especially if it's just constant fast playing all the time and there's no speed or melody within there. I absolutely love the guitar. I absolutely love guitar solos, but I am a true believer that you can have too much of one good thing. Reason number 2 is from a songwriter's or producer's perspective. A song in general doesn't just need a guitar to make it complete. What matters within a song when you're writing it is the overall harmony, the combination of everything that's involved. And whilst it might seem like a good idea to do a huge guitar solo whilst having an acoustic guitar back it and a load of riffing going on at the same time, that's great, but having that going on throughout a whole song, less is more. There's so much more room for sound experimentation when you try things on other instruments as well as the guitar and try combining them together. The whole doing everything on a guitar, it's kind of been done already. Everybody's heard it. What a producer or a songwriter wants to do is combine that guitar with more other instruments. And a lot of the time, just lay it in the background, let it sit with the bass and the drums. The third reason, and one of the main reasons in my opinion, why a lot of guitar players don't get as much recognition as other genres, is from a listener's aspect. The majority of people that are listening to a song don't play an instrument or don't play the guitar. There's more people that don't play the guitar than people that do play the guitar. Whilst it may seem that there's a lot of high-level advanced players in the world, you've got to remember that there are 7 billion people in the world, all listening to different genres and all having a different mind of what they consider to be a virtuosic guitar player as well. Being able to shred and move fast doesn't make you a good guitar player, that makes you a fast guitar player. So what's the one thing that all of the non-musician listeners can relate to when they're listening to a song? The lyrics and the vocals. Well, the majority of music that guitar virtuosos write doesn't contain any vocals or any lyrics. Some of them might have some experimental stuff, but the majority of the time it doesn't. It's based around the guitar. This is not by any means me hating on guitar virtuosos, by the way, because as I said, most of my biggest influences are guitar virtuosos. I love their playing and it absolutely wows me. But to put it in simple terms, from my opinion, a lot of guitar virtuosos can play absolutely amazing, but cannot write a song that is memorable. I really do feel that it's really hard to write a completely memorable song without any vocals in there at all. But not impossible. Let me know your thoughts on guitar virtuosos in the comments below. Whether you feel that their music deserves more than it gets. Because whilst there are a few full albums that I can listen to that are completely instrumental guitar virtuosos albums, it's literally a handful that I can name. And then after that, I feel that certain virtuosos on the guitar have the odd like really good song that I can listen to all the way through, but then I can't really listen to the rest of the album. I just feel like they don't draw me in. Me personally, I feel what makes someone a true guitar virtuoso is someone that can improvise really well on the spot. Doesn't particularly mean they're a good songwriter, but they can improvise and make something up on the spot that sounds great. Play with other musicians on the spot easily. Looking forward to hearing what you guys have got to say about it in the comments below. Hopefully I get no hate on this, because it's not a hate video by any means at all. If you could subscribe to my channel, that'd be amazing. I'm always releasing guitar lessons and information. If you could like the video, that'd be awesome too. Share it with anyone who it may help. And in the meantime, keep on rocking. I'll catch you next time.